do that?
I do not know.
I'll tell you, Bobby, I don't know how we got to this stage of our lives, but man, are we fucked. And there went Johnny. You know, I'm out here now.
Good.
Oh boy, I'm sitting out here for so long. It's good to see you. How are you? That good, huh? What do you want me to say, huh?
Tell you you're gonna do your best stuff.
Hey, give me my best material here. Tough audience. A real tough audience.
Not funny.
Yeah.
Step wondering.
I can't stop moving.
Step wondering.
What are you doing out here? Come on, inside the house.
I will look at the nose.
Well,
Good.
it's cold out here. I'm gonna get your coat.
Can you just stand in the closet over there, please?
Can't find it. You remember Luke? Haven't seen him? You met him once. Such a jerk, too. He was a guy from the union, came out one time. I think he sat at the table once in Birdland with us.
Tell that again. This guy puts chicken heads up.
He was a guy from the union camp. He came up with a house one time. He was a jerk. I think he sat at the table once in Birdland. Remember that? He made a pass at you. He was out in Vegas, and he sends his regards.
George.
Yes.
I'd like to know why you came back. I mean it, really.
What do you mean? Why I came back?
Good.
I suddenly get a letter from my wife out of the blue saying she wants a divorce.
You said on the phone you wouldn't contest to my divorce. You know, I told you I was sending you a letter from my lawyer, which you had to sign.
What are we talking out here for? Let's go somewheres where we can talk.
I don't want to go anywhere.
Well, I'll get in my coat and we'll go down. We'll have a beer somewhere.
George, I'm tired. I'm getting married again, and I'm frightened, and he's shaky too.
Well, listen, the landlord, what's his name, wrote to me, and he wanted to know if we were moving out. What did you do? Did you give him my address? I paid.
What?
I sent him a check for 2 months.
Yes, I gave him your address.
2 months?
George, what is it? What is so terrible about marrying an older man? I mean, it's not so uncommon. Lots of girls do it. What is so terrible about it? What?
Well, come on, you know.
Come on, you know what?
Well, you figure a girl who's running around with an old man, she's usually got a lot of dough. He buys her a lot of fur coats. I'm not saying that because I know that you're not a bimbo, but that's a picture you get when you see some beautiful on some old man's arm. I can't see you with an old man bed.
George, it wasn't like that.
It's understandable. You know, you've been here all alone for a couple of months, and you know it's like when guys get separated from their wives when they're in the army. The wives, you know, they're human. I used to know a girl whose husband was in the army. This was before we got married. I mean, but she was lovely, you know. Didn't mean she didn't love her husband. But every now and then she'd give me a call. It was just a physical thing. I mean, that's understandable, but I can't see with this old man.
I'm going now.
I'm only going to be in town for tonight and tomorrow. I got to fly back tomorrow night. I got 2 more weeks to fill out in Vegas. Will you give me 20 minutes? Will you?
George, do you really want to talk? You know, I'll be glad to. Or are you just trying to make a pass at me? Because I've thought so much about us, and we're obviously so wrong for each other.
More.
You need a girl who doesn't need you, and I need too much from everybody. We're so wrong for each other. I don't even know how we got married. I mean, I was so wild about you, and I guess I just thought that, you know, us getting married and I would be happy. Ugh. No. Cut it out, George. No. No. This is just what I need.
Okay, let's just go have a beer somewhere.
What do you think? Do you actually think I'm gonna go to bed with you? Like, is that what you think? Is that who you think I am? I just promised to get married an hour ago.
Penny, just take it easy. Take it easy, will you? Okay, I flew all the way back here. I had a 2-hour layover in Los Angeles. Just to see you. I suddenly get a letter out of the blue. My wife wants a divorce, all right? So, well, maybe I'm a little hurt. Maybe you ought to hear my side.
It took me 4 days to write that letter so you wouldn't think that I was blaming you.
I won't stand in the way of your divorce if that's what you really want. Hell, I don't want someone who doesn't want to be with me.
George, I don't want to go back to what we had. I don't want to go back to just paying the rent and going to sleep.
I didn't know that you were so miserable with me. What did I do? I don't know what I did that you say you were so miserable with me. I thought I was a pretty good husband. What did I do?
I don't know why I'm blaming you.
I thought you were pretty happy.
George, what would you do with a woman if you couldn't make a pass at her?
What is the trouble? You know the trouble with you is that I've got to make you cry. Don't tell me. Come on, don't tell me you didn't miss me.
I'm going in, okay? I don't feel well.
Come on. What did I do wrong, Betty?
I don't feel well.
Whatever I did wrong, I won't do it.
I don't feel well.
Shit.
That's what I like to read.
Great, Paul.
Thank you.
That's great.
That was my favorite last line ever. Shit.
Nice.
You all right?
Yeah.